We are hoping that through this tournament we're going to create opportunities for the players that we have in the country to aspire to play and exhibit their talents at this level. And also that they'll be playing and rubbing shoulders against the best in the world. We hope that it's going to be encouragement enough for younger players to want to do well at the junior ranks and also go through our system until to them this is going to be a destination to say, I want to play to the best of my ability so that I can go to the highest stage in our cricket and in our setup in the country.
I think it's something which we want to create where our domestic players can aspire to play towards. At the moment, the reality is we've got 11 spots in the national team, which everybody aims for. Through this league, we're hoping that we can multiply that by another 8 teams. So 88, and in fact there's 17 in the squad, so there's a lot of space available. Yes, so we'd like to think that this would make our domestic players aspire to remain and play in South Africa.
Yeah, I think it's a great league. I think it's the start of something for the long-term growth within South African cricket. When you have a global competition like this, as close as it is to international, can only benefit our younger players and younger players aspiring of playing in it. The quality of the cricket that will be in the tournament will be of a good standard, and for the African continent, so Africa's once again the pioneer of wanting to create growth within cricket. So it's going to be an exciting one and an inspiring one.
Absolutely exciting time. I think the launch of the logo has been an outstanding event this evening, and I think for South Africans have been really looking forward to it. It's really here now, and I'm sure everybody in cricket in South Africa is excited about that, and probably most excited will be the players.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. I think the players are excited about it. I think the international audience is excited about it, and I'm just excited to see the Proteas in a domestic tournament in South Africa with some international superstars and hopefully unearthing some quality talent that's out and about in South Africa.
For each team there must be 2 rookie players that have not played at any significant level, but those players are going to be sort of the future of this country in terms of cricket, and also those players will have the benefit of having been in the same dressing room with the senior stars that are coming from all over the country, and at the same time it's going to give some kind of impetus in terms of our development programs, because part of the money that comes into CSA will have to be invested back into the development of the game in this country, and that augurs well for the younger players, and also they'll have a destination to look forward to.
Look, I think for players it's massive, and I think especially for the lesser known players, the younger players in domestic cricket, to be able to rub shoulders with some of the best players around the world. Some of the best players around the world being from South Africa, were players that they don't get to play much with these days because of the international calendar. These guys are hardly ever available to the franchises anymore these days. So for young players to be able to rub shoulders with these South African players, and obviously the icon players that will be joining the tournament, I think the opportunities for them is massive. For a young player to be able to go onto this stage and also make a name for himself, put his name into the hat for South African selection. And then if you look at the spin-offs in India, with how the young players have come through from the IPL and represented India in 2020 50 over and Test match cricket, I just think it's wonderful opportunities for all the young players.
We're talking about being one of those big league or big countries that they can host. We've done that already. We've hosted the World Cup, we've hosted the Champions Trophy in this country, and then this one is one of those should say the initiative that we were missing in our ticking boxes. So now we've got it. All we need now is to make sure that we utilize the opportunity, and then we make sure we carry it right through until the end.